students. This is Ezra, your accountancy teacher. May God bless us all with all His blessings. Today, let us go to problem number 18, given in the page number 36. Shall we go? First, let us go through the sum slowly. Mary does not keep her books under double entry system. From the following details, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2019 and balance sheet as on that date. My dear students, before doing that sum, you have to be very careful in reading the sum and understanding the sum. You have to understand the sum properly. See, in this sum, they have given opening capital. What is the amount given? 2,80,000. It means you need not prepare a statement of affairs and find out the opening capital. How do we find out the opening capital? We take the opening balances at the beginning of the accounting period and prepare a statement of affairs and find the opening capital. In this sum, you need not prepare that statement of affairs and find the opening capital because it is given. Now, see the cash book and let me explain one by one in the cash book. Look at the cash book. Receipts, payments. It is given as particulars, and instead of giving receipts and payments, they have given particulars. Book, debit side. Particulars rupees. To balance brought down 1,20,000. Students, this is opening cash in the hand. This is the amount in our hands at the beginning of the accounting period. So, sometimes you have to prepare a statement of affairs to find out the opening capital, isn't it? If you have to prepare that statement of affairs, this amount should be taken to that statement of affairs. Students, remember, this amount will be taken to the statement of affairs prepared to find out the opening capital. Next, to sales. What does this mean? It means cash sales. Remember, keep it in mind, sales means cash sales. And to debtors, it means we have received that amount from our debtors. That is cash received from debtors. Come to the credit side. By purchases, it means cash purchases. We have given cash and borrowed goods. And the next one, by creditors. It means we have paid amount to creditors. Cash paid to creditors is that amount. And by wages, it means this amount should be taken to the trading account. And sundry expenses, 1,27,000. This amount should be taken to the profit and loss account debit side. And then by balance carried down 2,33,000. This amount should be taken to the balance sheet. You are going to prepare at the end of the problem sum. Now, again, let me tell you, cash book to balance brought down, that should be taken to the statement of affairs prepared at the beginning. To sales, it means cash sales. To debtors, it means cash received from debtors. Come to the credit side, by purchases, it means cash purchases. By creditors, it means cash paid to creditors. By wages, we have paid wages and that should be taken to trading account debit side. By sundry expenses, that should be taken to the P&L account debit side. By balance carried down, this amount should be taken to the balance sheet, which we are going to prepare at the end of the solution. Now, come to the other information. Come. See, two columns are given, one for 2018, 31/3/2019. Stock of goods, one for 2018, 1,10,000. This is the opening stock and this should be taken to the trading account debit side to opening stock. Remember, when you prepare a statement of affairs to find out the opening capital, this will be taken to that statement of affairs. And 31/3/2019, 1,80,000 is given, that is closing stock, and that closing stock will be shown in the trading account credit side. Again, it will be shown in the balance sheet, which we are going to prepare at the end of the solution. And then sundry debtors, opening balance is given, closing balance, it is not given, whereas a question mark is given. What does this mean? We have to find out the closing debtors. What to do? We have to prepare one account called total debtors account and find out the closing debtors. See, when you go for preparing total debtors account, see whether any bills receivable opening balance, bills receivable closing balance, bills receivable dishonored are given. If they are not given, you can directly prepare that total debtors account. We have to prepare total debtors account to find out this closing debtors. Now, sundry creditors 1,60,000, 90,000. 1,60,000 should be taken to the statement of affairs prepared to find out the opening capital. Here it is not necessary. Then leave that. And this 90,000 should be taken to the balance which we are going to prepare at the end of the solution. Furniture and fittings 80,000, 80,000. See, in the problem they have given depreciate furniture and fittings by 10% per annum. My dear students, remember, if depreciation is given, see the opening balance and closing balance. When they are same means there is no problem. You can easily calculate depreciation at the rate given in the problem from the closing balance. In this sum, both opening balance and closing balance are same. So, you can calculate depreciation at the rate of 10% on 80,000. That will come to 8,000. Remember, again let me tell you, if depreciation is given, you have to see whether both opening balance and closing balance are same. If they are same means no problem, you can directly calculate the depreciation. Suppose if the opening balance is less than the closing balance, we have to adopt some other method, and I will teach you in the next sum or forthcoming sums. In this problem, you can directly calculate that depreciation, and that will come 8,000. Let us go to the additional information. Credit purchases 1,80,000. See, credit purchases is given, and when you look at the cash book, there is cash purchases. So, total purchases will be cash purchases plus credit purchases. You have to take the cash purchases from the cash book and add these credit purchases and get that total purchases. And come to the credit sales. Credit sales is 2,90,000. We need total sales. Here is credit sales. And cash sales can be had from cash book, and sales which is 3,60,000. It means cash sales that should be taken here, that should be brought here, and total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales, and that is 3,60,000 plus 2,90,000. That will give you total sales, and then opening capital. This will be taken to the balance sheet liabilities side. Hope and depreciate furniture and fittings, that I have already told you how to calculate that depreciation, and that depreciation will come to 8,000. This 8,000 alone should be shown in the P&L account debit side as to depreciation on furniture 8,000. Again, this amount should be taken to the balance sheet. How should it be shown? In the inner column, you have to write furniture and fittings 80,000, subtract that depreciation 8,000, and the remaining 72,000 should be shown in the outer column. Now, I have explained what to do in the sum. Now, we are directly going to do the sum. Shall we prepare total debtors account? Shall we prepare total debtors account? I have written the total debtors account, and I am going to take the amount given in the problem and apply it in the format. First one, opening debtors is given 1,30,000. This is 1,30,000. And credit sales is given 2,90,000. Here is credit sales 2,90,000. And what are the things given? Sales is debtors. Debtors means cash received from debtors, and this one is cash received from debtors, that is 3,40,000. 3,40,000. And what are the things given? Other things? Nothing is given. So, go for balancing these two. First, things which are not given, make dashes in those places. Bad debts is not given, I make a dash. Sales return is not given, I make a dash. Discount allowed is not given, I make a dash. And bills received is not given, I make a dash. Here, dishonored is not given, bank checks dishonored is not given. I am going to balance these two. 0, 9, 12, remainder 1, 3, 4, 4,20,000 and 4,20,000. From 4,20,000, subtract 3,40,000. You will get 80,000 and that will be the closing debtors. See, this closing debtors is not given and you are asked to find out. So, we have prepared a total debtors account. Write the format immediately and write the amount given in the problem and apply it to the format. See, I have written and I have balanced these two. Remember, if this is asked, this side will be exceeding. In the sum also, this side is exceeding 4,20,000. From 4,20,000, we subtract 3,40,000 and get closing debtors 80,000. Keep it in mind, it is better to make a box and write a closing debtors 80,000. Other things, we have to prepare trading account. We can directly go to for preparing trading and P&L account. Shall we go to prepare trading and P&L account? Shall we prepare trading and P&L account? And I have written the format of trading and P&L account and we are going to write. First one, what will come to opening stock? You can take from your book. And opening stock, it is given as 1,10,000. I have already told you that this amount can be directly written in the outer column because there is no possibility for adding or subtracting in that from that opening stock. Next we have to go for purchases. Here, cash purchases and credit purchases are given. Take the cash purchases first. Cash purchases, it can be had from the cash book, that is 1,50,000. And then credit purchases is also given in the problem. What is that amount? Credit purchases 1,80,000. On the whole, that comes to 3,30,000. And what is the next one? 2, wages is given. That will be taken to trading account. Remember, expenses which are associated with production will be taken to trading account. What are they? Wages, carriage inwards, water, coal, gas, power, octroi. These will come in the trading account. And wages will be taken to trading account. It can be had from cash book, that comes to 70,000. And let us come to the credit side. By sales, both sales are given. First, let us take cash sales. This cash sales can be had from cash book. See, it is given 2 sales, 3,60,000. And they have given credit sales also. What is that amount? 2,90,000. 2,90,000. That comes to 6,50,000. And the next one, closing stock. By closing stock, you can see the figure which is given in the other information. That comes to 1,80,000. If this side is exceeding, you will get gross profit. In the sum, this side is exceeding. So let us go for balancing these two. 8,30,000. This comes to 3,20,000 and this should be taken to P&L credit side to gross profit transferred to P&L account. P&L account by gross profit 3,20,000. Now we go for other items. See, look at the cash book and see the credit side, payments side. Sundry expenses 1,23,000 to sundry expenses 1,27,000. And you should not forget, depreciation is given to depreciation on furniture and fittings 8,000. Now no other item is given, so you can balance these two and you will get net profit. Eight, 15, 5, 20, 2, 4, 8, 12, emitter 1, 2, 1, 1,85,000. This is net profit transferred to capital account. Capital account. This amount should be taken to balance sheet. Hope you have understood one thing. Remember here again I remind you one thing, that purchases returns should be taken to total creditors account. Again it must be taken to trading account. And discount allowed is shown in the total debtors account. Again it should be shown in the debit side of the P&L account. Likewise, depreciation should be shown in the P&L account debit side. Again that depreciation should be subtracted from the concerned asset in the balance sheet. Shall we prepare balance sheet? First write the format of the balance sheet. Now I recommend you to prepare assets side first, because you will not make mistakes in preparing assets. See, when you go for writing the assets, first go to the cash book and bring that balance here, because we normally forget that. And see the cash book and see the balance carried out. That is the closing cash balance. So write cash balance. What is that amount given? 2,33,000. 2,33,000. And the next one, come to stock of goods, closing stock. What is that amount given? We have found out that closing stock that comes to, closing stock is given in the sum 1,80,000. And debtors, we have calculated that debtors and that comes to 80,000. And then furniture and fittings, 80,000, and you have to subtract that depreciation 10%, and the remaining amount should be shown in the outer column. And that's all. Let us come to this side, sundry creditors. It is given in the other information. What is that amount? 90,000. And you have to prepare capital account. Let me write the format of the capital account, complete format. Capital plus interest on capital plus net profit. Find the sum first. What is the capital? They have given the opening capital as 2,80,000. Here is 2,80,000. Interest on capital is not given, make it dash. And we have found out net profit, and that comes to 1,85,000. What do we get? 65. 1, 2, 4. 4,65,000. And from this, you have to subtract drawings. Drawings is not given, make it as. From that amount, you have to subtract interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. it is not given, make it as. And after that, you have to subtract income tax if it is given. In this sum, it is not given, so make it as and directly take this amount to the outer column, 4,65,000. That's all. We have completed. Add this and you will get 5,55,000 to 5. I made a mistake. Cash balance is 2,23,000. Instead of that, I wrote 2,33,000. Now I have corrected 2,23,000. 2, 3, 5, 7, 15, 25, 2, 3, 5. Now the amounts tally. And my dear students, again I remind you, when you go for preparing balance sheet, first go to prepare assets side first, because normally you will not make mistakes while preparing assets. And this depreciation should be shown in the P&L account. Again, it should be shown as a deduction from the concerned asset, and it must be shown in the outer column. When you come to the capital account, actually this is the format. Why I write the whole format is, you should not forget, capital account plus net interest on capital plus net profit minus drawings minus interest on drawings minus income tax. This is the format. In the sum, so many items are not given. So you can directly write capital plus net profit and show it in the outer column. Whereas to make you remember this, I have written the whole thing. Hope you have understood the problem. By God's grace, let us meet in the next class.